What's up, y'all? It's C.H.E.F. If y'all been with my channel for a long time, y'all know I do a lot of saying like, I usually don't talk about this, I usually don't say stuff like this, I usually don't do videos like this, but honestly, it's my channel. At this point, I do whatever I want to, and y'all already know that. So whenever I say that stuff, it's just a clear reminder that y'all won't see it often. That's basically what it is. To be completely honest, and y'all know this, I haven't really been in the YouTube community for that long. I've obviously been watching YouTube like almost for a long time, put it that way, way longer than I've been actually doing YouTube. So some may say I'm not eligible to have the right to say that the YouTube community is a little bit weirder now. Luckily, YouTube has finally cracked down on their shit and they got some shit together and they made it more user-friendly, so to say. Like, I don't know how to put it, but they really got their shit together and they thought about the shit that's been happening and they tightened down on it a little bit. If you don't know what I mean, here's what I'm talking about. It says harassment and cyberbullying. We want you to use YouTube without fear of being subjected of malicious harassment. In cases where harassment crosses the line into a malicious attack, it can be reported and will be removed. In other cases, users may be mildly annoying or petty and should simply be ignored. Harassment may include abusive videos, comments, messages, revealing someone's personal information, maliciously recording someone without their consent, deliberately posting content in order to humiliate someone, making hurtful and negative comments, videos about another person, unwanted sexualization, which compasses sexual harassment or sexual bullying in any form, incitement to harass other users or creators. And y'all already know where this is going, right? Basically, for some strange and odd reason, cyberbullying, as in sending messages to people and talking about people and shit like that, when it came to school, was completely frowned upon and it should have never happened. It was news reports and everything. But for some strange reason, if you have a following, you have a big following, you're known, and you're popular on YouTube or whatever the hell you want to call it, it seems like when it comes to that type of cyberbullying, it's acceptable. And apparently it's not. Now, you guys know me. I don't have anything to do with anybody with hate videos and shit like that and haters and shit like that, because nobody really knows who I am. Plus, I don't say anything bad about anybody specifically because, you know, their business is their business. Plus, I don't know them personally, so what the hell do I have to say about anybody else? But we all know that there's plenty of channels out there that gain so much popularity and so much success off of just the misfortune of others. What? Like, all their whole channel is based on them talking shit about other people or other things. And for some reason, just because there's so many kids and followers and shit that support it, is not seen as bad. Now, I know where it seems like where I'm going with this, like the big public figure that everybody seems to hate nowadays, but a lot of people seem like they love him because of the way he speaks out about shit and doesn't hold his tongue. Sometimes holding your tongue is the best thing because you stop from actually like taking people down. You take, like, okay, put it this way. I know there's a lot of news channels out here on YouTube that just, you know, document everybody's life, drama, misfortune. That's their living. They live off of other people having bad things going on with their life. Some may say that they're just a news channel, they're just telling everybody something they should know. Honestly, if you being the channel that documents all this shit, found out about this person's bad ways or this person's life or something, if you were able to find it, I'm pretty sure everybody else in the YouTube community can find it their damn self. Nobody needs you to document it. You know what I mean? This is not important. Now, some may say, what if it's a person that they're not subscribed to and they just want to know what's going on? If they're not subscribed to them, obviously they're not that much of a fan of that person, and maybe they should mind their business and not worry about that person if they're not even subscribed to them. You know what I mean? And there's so many YouTubers that would just like to keep their shit like, okay, obviously YouTube is a public place. You put all your information out there. You let everybody know about you. You do your little entertainment or whatever it is that you do on YouTube to express yourself. You know, that's how it works. But sometimes just because it's public doesn't mean it's always your business. And sometimes people put stuff out to the public for their specific fan base or their specific subscribers or their friends or whatever. And sometimes just because it's public don't mean you have to go and grab it and say, hey, everybody look at this. This is where they fucked up. I remember being in high school how like everything you did, you had to watch yourself, because you never know who was around the corner. You never know who was going to talk about you. You never know who was going to say some shit about you, who was going to spread a rumor, who was going to put your information out there, because you're just afraid. And there's so many people around that are just so judgmental. And I know I haven't been on YouTube that long, but I've been around long enough to see everything that's been happening and know that this is no different. Just because you got a following don't mean what you're doing is right. I'm glad YouTube finally cracked down on this, because a lot of people are probably going like, how do you look getting mad at a policy change or a policy update saying that cyberbullying is wrong and you shouldn't do it, and then you get mad? It only makes you look bad, because you're getting mad about something that is positive, you know? And it only shows that you got a lot of hate in your heart, and you need to go find another way to cope that and get the shit out of your system, because it's not good. Now, like I said, this obviously shows that I have a outside look on things, because nobody has did any weird shit like this to me. Only because, like I said, one, nobody knows me, and two, I haven't done anything personally to anyone. And if anybody has a problem with me, then they just look stupid, because I don't have anything to do with anybody, for real. I keep to myself. Sometimes I may, you know, interact with other YouTubers every now and then, but usually I keep to myself, because that's usually the best way to go. It keeps you out of trouble and you don't have to worry about any bullshit. Whether this actually works or not, they could just be putting this up and they don't really do anything about it. But I appreciate them for at least putting this up here, because for some reason it's just ignored. Like, people just think it's okay, and that's literally all that's been surviving on YouTube. It's just a bunch of drama and hate, and nobody can get to the other stuff that they really enjoy. And it's been turning, because you know it's a lot of people that are easily influenced when watching these videos. And if they're seeing this shit happen over and over again, that's all they're gonna know, because they're easily influenced. So the shit that's happening up there will be happening anywhere else by the other people now. Them saying abusive videos, comments, and messages. The comments and messages, don't even say nothing about that. Come on now. You know it's gonna be trolls all over the place. You know you can't get rid of the trolls. You know you can't get rid of the haters in the comment sections. You can't get rid of the YouTube channels and the YouTube videos that influence this type of behavior. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, y'all know I don't usually do shit like this, so it's kind of awkward for me to talk about this shit on camera. But I would just let y'all know that YouTube is possibly getting their shit together and cracking down on the actual negativities, and like, they need to find a way to just like get rid of the negative and boost up the creative. That's basically what needs to happen, because it seems like there's a different outlook on YouTube now, and there's a certain way it needs to be put, but it isn't. I can understand getting rid of all the weird ass bad videos and shit like that, and like threats and nudity and all that shit, but honestly, this is where it needs to be hit hard. Pause. But anyway, man, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have been subscribing lately, man. I really appreciate y'all. My channel is moving a little bit too fast for me to handle. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining, but it seems like the faster it goes, the more pressure that's put on you. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot more people watching. You got a lot of people expecting shit. But I'm gonna just do what I do, man. That's why you subscribed in the first place, right? So anyway, man, yeah.